Good evening, students. So, in this particular tutorial, now we shall see what are all the hands-on sessions what we can do. So, hands-on sessions what we can do using the Google Colab software. So, first we will go with a Python basics. So, Python basics, which are all the things you are have discussed in the previous video. The same thing is a continuation, but here we are having the hands-on sessions for that. So, that hands-on sessions first we will be discussing. So, our program we are using the IDE such as Google Colab. So Google Colab is the online. So Google Colab is online a runtime environment where you can run all the Python programs. Okay. So that particular thing we can run here. So first initially you go with a Google homepage. So inside the Google homepage you go and type Colab. So going and typing Colab, it will directly switch you into the Google Colab. So click on the Google Colab window. So before that you need to log into their Gmail account. So once you log into your Gmail account, you will get the Google Colab directly connected here. So it will show you to open all the things. If you are very new to do the exercises, you can directly choose here new notebook, or if any programs are there. So I have a set of programs executed here, that is basics Python. So I am going to open that part, double click that particular page. So it will open for that particular session. So first it has to open. So currently I'm waiting for that. So these are the some of the programs which have been executed here. So which are the programs which you have executed? It is the basic programs. So before the list, some initial programs of list I have taken here. So apart from that, you don't have anything. So first, if you are not connected anywhere, when you get the program, first you should will be a connect statement. So click on that connect. So it will show you a hosted runtime and local runtime. So click on connect to hosted runtime. When you click on connected hosted runtime, it will show you like that RAM and disk space. So it will show you connected to, so see the word connected to Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend. So this is the one particular thing. So now we shall, once you get all that particular connected, now you get two code. One is the code segment and the other one is the test segment. So now you are going to type the programs here. So typing the programs, first is we are going with a very basic things, operators, variables, like that. So illustrating the variables is the first program. So here I have taken all the variables. So what is the meaning of variable? Variable is a identifier or any character which contains a value. So first I have given it as character value, next I have given it as integer value, and next I have given it as floating point value. So values are given to the identifier. So that is called as a variable. So what is a variable? So finally, when you give all these values, so you will be taking it as printf name, fact number, and height. Okay, so this includes printing all the statement. So you are directly giving the values and you are printing. Suppose if you want to illustrate using the input statement. So can you tell what is the meaning of input statement? So input is nothing but scanf. So it should ask for a value and you will give a value and that value will be printed. So here it is not asking any value, you itself, you yourself giving the values and that is been printed here. But when you come for this one, it will ask you for a value and you are going to input one value and that value will be printed here. So for that one you are going to take cname. So cname is equal to input your statement. So after the typing the program, now you go with this play icon. So when you play icon, it will show you each and everything. So face name and face number and height. Okay. So sorry, it's not face, it's a faculty. Faculty name, faculty number, and height. So similarly, now you come for the scene here. So you are inputting. So input statement will always defaultly it will take for character or string data. So if you are having a integer, if you want to input integer data, the format will be different. So for that you take cname is equal to input, you enter the value here. So when you run this particular program, it will ask you for enter your college name. So entering your my college name is Tharu. So when I enter this particular name and press enter, so the CNAME what I give will be printed here. Okay. So similarly, that goes for the input statement. So after the input statement, now you are having operator part. So what are the operator parts you have to discuss here? You have to tell. So first it will telling for print of what is the print will do? It will print all the statements. So print of -2, it will print -2. Print of 2 by 2, divide 2 by 2 and print the result. So 2 by 2 is 1. So that will be 1.0. So similarly 3, if you give this one single slash or if you give double slash, both are same. So that is the meaning what you have here. Both are same 2 by 2 or 2 double slash 2, both are same. So it will give you the result. But if you give 3 double slash 3, so it will be in integer. If you give 2 by 2, it will give you floating point. So print of 2 plus 3. So all these are common things. Okay, no need to tell. So now coming for the next Boolean values. So when you run this particular, Boolean will always result in true and false. So true and false will always show you. So what are all the things it will show you? So 5 double equals 4, condition is false. So 2 double equals 2, condition true. MSR is equal to MS, condition false. Okay, so this is printing of Boolean values. So now you come for the illustrating conditional statements. So what are all the things you do? Illustrating conditional statements. So illustrating conditional statements, you take it as, so illustrating conditional statements. So which are the conditional statements you have? If, simple if else, and else if. So else if we take it as elif. So it's not else if, here we take it as elif. Okay, so first you illustrate the conditional statements. So first for that you take I have taken the program 2. What is the program? You have to enter the marks and it will show you which grade you are. So input the marks and check for the grade. This is the program. First you have to input the marks means it should ask you for the marks. So that is input, enter your marks. So keep in your mind, here you have to make use of word int. So why you are giving the word int? So it is taking integer value. If you don't give this int, it will mark only as input. That is, it will only take character data or string data. If you are going to if you want to take integer, then it has to, you have to write int here. Understanding, right? So you are giving integer here. Okay, once the marks, now you come for the conditions. If marks is greater than 39 and less than 50, E grade. Elif is nothing but else if. Marks greater than 49 and less than 60, D grade. Marks greater than 59 and less than 70, C grade. Else pass. So when you will get the else pass, so when your marks is less than 39, if you are starting with 39, if it is less than 39, you will be getting it as pass condition. So first you start with a marks as 54. So if you give marks 54, what will be the condition? It is in range 49 to 60. So grade is D grade. Okay. So again you run this particular program. So again running, if you give the value as 65. So 65 and press enter. So it will print 59 to 70 is 65. So you take it as C grade. So now suppose if you give the value as 32. So giving the value as 32, what it will show? It will show you as pass. Understanding? So that is the use of if, that is conditional statements. So conditional statements we are giving like that. Now you come for the illustrating while loop. So while coming for illustrating the while loop, so we have taken the program of finding the factorial of a number. So this in that we are going for finding factorial of a number. Finding factorial of a number, this is the program. So first, to find the factorial, what is to be done? The input is to be taken. So for that you take the input into the value. So what value you give, character or integer? It is an integer value, so here you specify it as int here. So that is been stored here. Initially factorial will be 1, I is equal to 1. So what you have to find? You have to find factorial. So while finding the factorial, you'll be taking it as, while finding the factorial, first you should start with where? I. So 5 is, I will always start with 1 and you should end at where? Nth value. What is the nth value? So nth value is, so what is the nth value? Nth value is 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5. So find the factorial, keep on incrementing and you print the value. So now when I run this particular program, so running this particular program, so it will print the factorial of 6 is 720. Okay, so that is using the for loop. So now you come for the next part, that is illustrating the range function. So what the range will do? So range function is going for, so range function, it is going for printing the values up to one range. So for example, how to give the range? So you should take it as this following syntax. For x in range of 55, for x in range of 55, print x. So it will range up to where? 55. So it will print from initial value to the final value, that is 55. So it will be printing like 0, 1, 2, up to where? Up to 54. It will not print 55. So 55 values means it will start with 0 and end with 54. So that's why we have taken it as print of x. So print of x will print all the values ranging from 0 to 54. So similarly, now no, only one range if you are given from starting to end. Suppose if I give the like for I in range of 10 comma 20, for I in range of 10 comma 20, so what are all the numbers you have in from 10 to last digit before 20? So that is 10, 11, 12 up to 19, that will be printed here. So suppose if you give, range will take one value, range will take two value, range will take three values. So suppose if a range takes one value, from starting to that value it is going to print. So suppose if the range is taking two values, from starting value up to last but one value, it is going to take the all the values. Suppose when you come for the 3, so for the initial value, final value, and with a initial value, final value with an interval of 5. So this is k value. When you print, it will show you like 0 to 50 with each increment of 5. So that one you are taking it as, that one you are taking it as 0, 5, 10, and 15. Understanding? So this is the usefulness of range function. So now you come for the next thing. So illustrating the list with linear search. So you all know what the linear search. Compare your key element with first element. If not, compare the key element with the second element. If not, compare the key element with the third element. Okay. So what should be there? List of elements along with the key value should be there. So for that I am taking a list. So can you tell this square brackets, this array brackets, what we consider? We call it as a list here. Okay, so that one we consider it as list. So next we take a key value. So key value is college name. So that's why we're taking only the input here. no int, no float, nothing. So because it is a character or string. So first thing what you have to give for x in cnames, how many cnames it contains? X1, X2, X3. So now you compare each and everything. If key double equals X, font. Okay, so if key not equal to X, what should be done? Continue. So continue by incrementing the X value. What comes the initial X value? First it will check with your key value. So suppose if I give, when I run the program, I will give it as BMS. Okay. Okay, so here I have taken X values are MSRIT, HKBK and BMS. Okay, so now what is the college name I input? So I input the name as BMS. So now I am going with comparing each and every element. So first BMS is compared for X in C names. If key double equals X, what is key? BMS. BMS double equals MSRIT, condition false. So if false, comes for the else part and continue. So X, what is the X value next? HKBK. So BMS double equals HKBK. Condition false. Else continue. Again it will go there. So now what is X? BMS. BMS double equals BMS. Condition true. So at that time it will tell you. The key is found in the list. Understanding? Similarly, now you come for the nested for loops. So how to think of nested for loops? First, I have taken very simple list. So what are all the list you are having? First list is a subject list. There I take a data structure, OOPS and DMS. Next, I take a student. 3 students have taken. Now I am going to print. For X in student, Y in subject, print X comma Y. So X in student. So for Nithilan. So Y in subject data structure. Nithilan data structure. Nithilan OOPS. Nithilan DMS. So run this particular program. You will be getting like that. So first for X in student. So X in student is Nithilan. So Nithilan is bin and Y in subject data structure. So Nithilan with data structure, Nithilan with OOPS, Nithilan. Similarly, you have to go with Harini data structure, Harini OOPS, Harini DMS. Similarly, Anjani with data structure, Anjani with OOPS, Anjani with DMS. Okay, so now you come for the indexing. So very important concept. So keep this one in your mind. So keep this one. First, I will go with a student list. I have taken so many student list. So each and every statement here it is a output is the corresponding lines. First you will print stud list, entire list will be printed. Stud list of -1. -1 means last one will be considered as -1. -1, this one is, so if this goes -1, -2, like that. So from here, it will be the last one. Stat list of -1. When you go with a stat list of -1, you'll be getting who is the last one. So last one is Imma. Imma will be the output. So similarly, when you go with a stat list colon, starting on left of the colon, no, on right of the colon. On right of the colon 4. So what is the meaning means? First it will print up to 4 names in the list. Up to 2. This one colon will represent up to. Okay. So up to 4. So up to 4 means Nithilan, Harini, Anjani, Shama. This 4 will be printed. Similarly, if you give only 4, so what is the fourth element you are having? So fourth element is Shama. So fourth element what you are having? So that particular fourth element it will show. So first one, second one, third one. So this one, fourth one. Fourth one is Imma. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So when you go with a stud list from 3, So where is this your number? Your number is before the colon. So that means how many names it should print? From it should start with 3. So starting with 3 means 0, 1, 2. Starting with 3, you will be getting it as Shama and Imma. Shama and Imma. Okay. So now suppose if you are going to insert, as I've already told, list is changeable. Tuple cannot be changed, whereas list can be changed. So now I am inserting the values stat list of 0 is equal to Nissi. So at that time, now your 0th location is Nithilan. Nithilan will be replaced with Nissi. Now when I go with a print of stat list, it will show you Nissi, Harini, Anjani, Shamma and Nimma. Now I go with a loop. So for each X in stat list, print X. So it will print each and every names. Understanding? So now you come for the illustrate append. So what is the meaning of append? For the given list, append a new name. Append means it will place any content at the end. So this is the stat list. So for that, if you are going to append means after at the end, it is going to append. So when you print this particular stat list, what you will be getting? After Imma, you will get the new one appended, that is Anita. Okay, so that is happened at last position. Suppose if you want to insert at 0th or first or second location, what should be done? For that, you make use of insert operation. So insert operation, we take it as insert of one with word Sini. So what you are going to do here at one position. In the previous, you have seen, so stat list it was containing Harini here. At position 1, here now you are having Sini here. Okay, so now you come for the remove. So remove means what it will do, just you compare that one with here. So here it will remove Imma. So you are removing the Imma. So remove any one of the location. Yadar one name na remove madbeku andre you are going with remove operation. Removes the specific name. So, okay, so which one you are removing? You are removing Imma here. So when you execute, after Shamma, you are getting Anita, you are not getting Imma here. Similarly, you go with a pop. So pop will always remove the last one. ಸೊ ಅಪೆಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಪಾಪ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ನೇದು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಡ್ಲೆಸ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಪಾಪ್ ಪಾಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ occurrence of the element in the list. So last occurrence is Anita and that particular Anita is deleted here. Okay, so now you suppose now I go with another part, that is delete. So first one is remove, second one is pop, third one is delete. So when I go delete the location, you have to specify the location student of 2. So when I run this particular thing, so you will be getting it as student of 2, 0, 1, 2. Tooth part is Arini. Arini is deleted here. Understanding? Now you go up with a copy list. So copying from one list to another. So this is very easy. So stud list, you have taken one name. So how to copy? There are two ways. One is studlist.copy. The other one is list of studlist. So these are the two ways of copying these are the two ways of copying the list from one list to another list. So here I have taken it as original list is stud list. So copied one is stud list one. So both are same. So if I go and give stud list dot copy, so I'm going to print what is stud list and what is stud list one. It is showing you each and everything the contents here. Suppose this is the another way. So here also, if you are going with, I am only printing the stud list one, not printing stud list. At that time, the stud list one, it is containing the same thing. So now you come for the join. So joining of list. So coming for the joining of list. So it can be first operation is using plus, second one is using append, third one is using extend. Okay, so these are the three means you can use of joining the list. So first one is using plus, using append, and using extend. These are the three words. So first list, second list, using append. So using plus. So what are all the things you are getting? Student stud list 1 plus stud list. What is stud list 1? Darshana Evangeline Sini that has been added with stud list. What are all the stud list? The entire thing is added here. Suppose if you come for append. So append means stud list 1. For stud list 1, you are appending stud list. So stud list 1, you are appending stud list. So first you will get stud list 1, then you are going to append the stud list here. This is the other way. So similarly, you can extend the extend by using the word extend. So how to know what is the meaning of extend and how you will be getting? It will be getting like this. So Darshana, Evangeline, Sini, then again Nithilan, Harini, Anjani, Shama and Ima. Okay. So similarly, you come with a append. So what the append will do? Just see here. I am taking here stud list dot append. So for stud list, you are appending stud list 1. So which comes first? Stud list will come first, then stud list 1 will come. So when I run this particular program, so first you will get stud list. So Nithilan up to Imma. Now you are appending that to here. So in previous all the cases you are consisting of only one. But here when you go with the append, so append of stud list, you will be getting like this. Okay, stud list dot append of stud list 1. So here also you have gone with the append, but here you have included each and everything by using for loop. Okay, but when you come for here stud list dot append of stud list 1, you'll be getting like this. So nested, this is called as a nested tuple, nested list. Okay. So similarly, when you go with printing of this particular state list, it will show you. So suppose if you are going with a sort and reverse operation, so sort means first it will show ascending order. When you go with reverse, it will show you in descending order. So till now in all the examples, we are giving the values. So we are giving the values in directly. Suppose I want the values for the list to be placed. So what should be done? For that, I go with a new concept called list comprehension. What is the new concept? It is list comprehension. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ತಾನಾಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. So for that you are going with a new concept called list comprehension. So I have taken a new list called roll number. So this is list, and inside that there is empty. Inside that you have to give the values. So first you need to calculate the values. So for that I will give the values for x in range of 55. So how many values the range will take? Range will take one value, two value or three value. But here we are giving only one value. What is that value? 55. So from 0 to 54, all the values will be there. So that particular thing. So x, what the x will contain? X will contain the values from 0 to 54. And that x values are appended to your list. So that is RNO dot append of x. So now what is the contents of RNO? RNO is the roll number list, which is ranging from 0 to 54. Understanding? So this is called as a list comprehension. What is the syntax for list comprehension? For expression in range of value. So with the operation. So what operation you are going to do, that you have to give it here. Understanding? So that will be the basic some of the concepts. So now you come with some of the extended programs. So coming for some of the extended programs, so I am given set of statements here. So program 2, add two numbers through keyboard. So first number through int, second number through int, add, and finally print the values. So this one is you can directly print off some you can take, or if you want the values of in both the input with output, I am taking this format, dot format of num1 comma num2 comma sum. So when you give this particular value, so first it will ask you for value 6, Next, you give the value 7. The sum will be 13. So this is the value what you are going to have it to print the values. Addition of two numbers. So suppose now you check for a year is leap year or not. What are all the three conditions for checking for leap year? First, you have to input with the input, enter the year. So any year modded with 4 should be equal to 0 and modded with 100 should not equal to 0 and modded with 400 should be equal to 0. So here first condition is modded with 4 should give the remainder 0, modded with 100 should not equal to 0 and mod 400 should double equal to 0. At that time we call it as condition as a leap year. So this is the program what you have. So under that I will be giving the current year 2020. So it is telling it is a leap year. Okay. So similarly now you come for a program to generate a random number. So any random number, but this print random dot randint. So integer value ranging from 0 to 9. So when you keep on changing the values, you will be getting first you will get 3, next you may get 7, next 9, next 3, next 9 randomly any range, but in between 0 to 9 you will be getting. Okay, so this is the following program used to convert kilometers to miles. So first you should take the value for kilometer. So you enter the value in kilometer. So kilometer should be converted into miles. We use the conversion factor that is 0.6213. So 0.6213 is a conversion. So you are printing the miles here. So now you go with a concept solving the quadratic equation. So as you all know, to solve the quadratic equation, what is the formula? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So how many parameters you should take? A, b and c. So first you give a, b, c and calculate the formula. So that is d. So to find the solution, we use the formula here and finally we are going to print the value. Okay, so now to find whether the program is prime or not. So to test prime, if n value is 1 or n value is true. So if n value is 1, return false. If n value is true, return true. So else, in order to find, for you are going with a test prime is the function. So initially when n value 1 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ what you should get. So now I will be running this particular program. I will give the value 1. 1 is not a prime number. So 1 is not a prime number. Okay. So when you tell a number is prime, when it is divisible by itself. Divisible by itself. So and 1. So similarly, when you go with a value, so what you give the value 2. So value 2 is a prime number because it is divisible by 1 and itself. Suppose now you come for the different scenario. So suppose I give the value 3. So what you will get? 3 is a prime number. How you are going to? For that you go with this range. Range of 2 to n mod x double equals 0. What is x? So x value is x in range of 2 to n. So you are given 3. 3 is the x value. So what is n value? N value is what is the condition what you have given. So n mod 2 double equals 0, return false, else return true. So this is the program to check whether it is prime or not. So similarly, we go with a Python to reverse a number using loop. So as you all know how to reverse the number, we know the logic. So here if I give 2, 3, 4, so it's reverses 4, 3, 2. So this logic I need not tell again and again. So everyone will be familiar with this particular series. So now you come for this logical programs. So coming for this logical programs. So first using nested for loop, you have to print this particular sequence. Using nested for loop with n is equal to 5. So how you are going to print that particular thing? First we shall see. Okay, so first you have to start from 0. This part will be one part. So what you have written of right angle triangle and its mirror. So everything should be taken. So for that we will be taking like this. For I is ranging in range. So keep on increasing in range. So I is number. So I means I in range of 5. So I will I in range of n. What is n value? 5. I in range of 5 means 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and last digit is 5. For j in range of 5. So print star. Okay. So this is the program. Okay. So for that you execute this particular program. Now I come with the next one. So this is replacing and removing all the things. The Python program to replace all the occurrences of a with dollar. First input a character. For that you take a string dot replace a with dollar, capital A with dollar, and finally you print. So suppose if I taking this, so I will take it as apple. So what will be done? A will be replaced with dollar here. So suppose if you want to remove the nth index character, so nth index character, so one character is to be removed. So I will tell you by running the program. So for suppose if you take Python, this is the string. So next it will ask you the index to character to remove. So for index I will give it as 2. So what will be removed? The zeroth location, first location, second location. Second location you are having T, and that T is being removed here. Understanding? So that is the remove first up to first is equal to colon n, last is equal to string of n plus 1. So you have gone with this particular thing, right? So up to n first ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. So up to nth character, what is the nth character? Nth character is 2. So up to n keep as it is. Next nth character ನ ತೆಗೆದು n plus 1th character ಇಂದ ಹಂಗೆ ಇಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So up to n you keep as it is. So up to n means 0th and first character will be same. So up to n, so up to n you are having it as py. So last is equal to n plus 1. Nth character is t. So n plus 1 you are having HON. So finally return first plus last. So that will be the thing you are having. So now you come for the program to detect if two strings are anagrams. So anagrams means the sorted first list as well as second list both are same. We call it as anagrams. So for example, I will take Python. So second string, I will take it as Python. So it will tell both are same. Okay. So suppose if I tell this one as py and this one thon Python. So strings aren't anagrams because the sorted things here it is of length 2 and this one is length 4. So they are not anagrams. So now you come for the Python program to where first character and last character are exchanged. So first you have to input the one particular string. So modified string, the change. So how to change this particular? So you are changing from first character to last and last character to first. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. So first character will be replaced with last character means -1. So remaining 1 to -1 as it is, and last character is replaced with first character up to 1. So now you go with this particular program. So here if I give Python, so here now the first character is P goes last, and last character here comes first. Now this is the another program. What I have gone with the last program of this session. So to count the number of vowels. So input string. So input string, if I take P, sorry, Python. So Python. How many characters? So how many vowels are there? So in that you are having the vowels as O. So that O is matching and that vowels is printing it as 1. Understanding? So these are the some of the programs what I have illustrated here. So if you have any doubt, you can come and share your contents in the YouTube link or whatever. I will be explaining these particular things. So next I will giving some of the exercises. So write the program to print the triangle for input 4, enter number 5 and write the programs. So I have given some of the exercises and work on the particular exercises, give the answer and share in your, that is Google Colab. Make this particular files and share it there. Understood? So this is the some of the basic programs what I have gone with, starting from variables up to some extent of list. So still list, a lot of the things are to be learned. I only taught some basic concepts up to list. So actually from list comprehension only, the list concept will be started. So that we will share in the next coming slides. So I will be ending this particular sessions. I've given the set of exercises. Currently work on that and be a Pythonic programmer. So I'll be ending this particular sessions. Okay. I think you have understood the sessions. I think so. I will be ending this session. Okay.